Joining me now, Misty Marris, criminal defense attorney, has been following this case closely. Jesse Weber, attorney and host on Law and Crime Network. He's also a NewsNation legal contributor. And Jennifer Burrill, president-elect of the New Mexico Criminal Defense Lawyers Association. She has been with us since we started covering this case over a year ago. Thanks to all of you for coming on. Appreciate it. All right, Misty, let me start with you. The DA saying this does not mean that we're absolving Mr. Baldwin of criminal culpability. Charges may be refiled. I don't see a chance that happens.
I think it's really unlikely. So it's withdrawn without prejudice. So it means, yes, if evidence did come into existence, if they found something throughout the course of the investigation, they could move forward with charges. But Dan, I don't think that's going to happen. This is a really extreme move. They're not even going to the preliminary hearing and saying, hey, let's see if there's a finding of probable cause, which would have been the other avenue. So I find it to be very unlikely that we will see charges against Alec Baldwin.
I just can't understand, considering how much attention this case has gotten, right? How up in arms or interested people were. The charges were dropped today. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, charges were dropped in Alec Baldwin. But when he was charged, everyone's like, oh, Alec Baldwin's been charged.
Well, we haven't talked about the big revelation about why it's been dropped. That apparently they just learned the gun was modified in a way where it could go off without pulling the trigger. That was the whole case. Did Alec Baldwin pull the trigger or not? Everyone was saying that this gun couldn't have been fired unless he did it. So if the gun has been modified, they don't have a case against him anymore.
Right. I want to play number 2 here because this is Alec Baldwin. Look, we've played this soundbite numerous times. We've had on experts who told us they didn't think that this was possible. It seems maybe, I don't know, maybe those experts were wrong. But here is Alec Baldwin talking to George Stephanopoulos, insisting that he never pulled the trigger.
It wasn't in the script for the trigger to be pulled.
Well, the trigger wasn't pulled. I didn't pull the trigger.
So you never pulled the trigger?
No. I would never point a gun at anyone and pull a trigger at them. Never. That was the training that I had. You don't point a gun at me and pull the trigger at them.
The DA obviously did not believe that. But look, Jennifer, you're down there. I mean, this has got to be just a massive embarrassment to the DA.
Oh, absolutely. The second prosecutor, who's independent, has only been on the job for a few weeks and has already uncovered this information. As far as we know, nothing new has been disclosed. So this is information that they've had since the firearms reports came back.
Let me play one more piece of sound. This is the DA, again, Mary Carmack Altweez, and this is number 1. This is her back in January asking just if the case had been overcharged, not even talking about the question of whether it should have been charged at all. Here she is.
There might be people in Baldwin's camp who say that you were overcharging this.
Well, we disagree, and we're going to be taking that in front of a judge and allowing the judge to decide on probable cause. But we think that there is enough there, more than enough there, to move forward on these charges and possibly to get through the preliminary hearing stage and on to trial.
I mean, now thinking about where we are today, Misty, it is astonishing that it is not going to go in front of a judge.
Guess not, right, Dan?
I mean, and these are, look, she has been put in a tough spot. She's had setback after setback after setback. So many of these were avoidable mistakes, right?
Definitely charging a crime that wasn't on the books at the time of the incident was a huge mistake, a huge blunder, and it makes it look like a selective prosecution. And that's why we see these special prosecutors, in my opinion, coming in, fresh eyes, reviewing the evidence, continuing the investigation, and making this determination, which is just so far from what we had heard from the district attorney when this case was brought.
Right.
And legally, they did what they're supposed to do, right? Because we knew a preliminary hearing's coming up where the prosecution has to present their case in front of a judge. Is there enough probable cause to go forward? Legally, if they feel they don't have a case, the right thing to do is to do what they do. Is drop the case. So I have to give them credit on that end, Dan.
And Jennifer, what do you know about these special prosecutors? I mean, look, it takes some guts to some degree for them to come into the case a few weeks in and say, hey, you know what? Yes, we've been called in as special prosecutors on a case with a really high-profile defendant, and we're going to decide not to move forward with it.
Perry is a longtime defense attorney. She was a member of our organization for many years. I know that Mary Carmack Altweez used to work for her, and I know that she respects her quite a bit. And so I think coming in with the defense perspective to say, you know, not just look at, do we have the very basic elements to meet probable cause, but is this a case that's viable? And I think here's what we're seeing is that they're diving in to say, listen, there's a real flaw in this case, and there's no reason to drag it out if we don't need to.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.